I did it again, and I still have dirt and residue from when I unboxed a plant a week ago. I guess I didn't clean back off this table, but again, another Easyplant. I know, but I can control it. This box, though, a lot smaller. Has all the same stuff on it. Does it have the yep, there we go. So easy. I didn't say it right the last time. So easy. This is my new Easyplant. Let me get the straps up. Actually, before I do that, comparison. This box versus the other box. Both what they consider small, but you can see the box on the left was my money tree, and that was a 28-inch tall box. This box is 15 inches tall, actually about 15.5 inches tall. So let me get these straps cut off, and we'll get into this and see what I have now, my newest Easyplant. The only difference other than box size this time, and it being a different plant, is I have some writing here, but this opens the exact same way. So let's see what I got. Hopefully I'm not blocking the shot with my arms here. I'm having to sit off to the side. This one, you can already see something extra in there. I bought the plant stand for this one. Just like the other one, I have the same Make It Easy guide. And you can see a plant difference. That's a tip off to what's in here. So I'll set that off to the side. And there's my beautiful new plant. Let's see if I can get it out without damaging anything, especially since it has those chopsticks from that stand. There we go. Let me set this off to the side. A little bit of dirt, actually, just like last time, I'm gonna get it out of this so it'll sit even. There's that part. You can see this pot's a different color as well, but I have something else in here. I'll get that out. A little more dirt. There's a little bit of dirt in the box. Not much at all. Their packaging does a good job. I mean, look at this. That's it, just that little bit that we saw. And this is my other part of this, so we'll get to that. I'll set that off to the side. Front and center this beautiful, beautiful little plant. Let's get it unwrapped here, just like the last time. You've got a little tear strip, but I'm trying to be so gingerly careful because I don't want to hurt this delicate little plant. I was gonna go get the, don't cut the leaves, don't cut the leaves. I sound like, if you're into plants at all, there's a channel called Oh, the Places You'll Grow. Her editing style is just amazing, and her talent to be able to edit. But she has quite a few plants and quite a few Easyplants and Easyplant pots. There we go. Couldn't get to it up there because I was trying to be so careful. But let me get this out of the way. And a little bit of dirt. Go ahead and scrape that off and away and see if I can unwrap this top part. A little bit more messy this time, but still not bad at all. Just want to get this dirt down in there and away from this fill reservoir. And we'll talk about this plant. Actually, I'm going to see if I can clean some of this up and get it in the plant. There we go. That's as good as it's gonna get. And you can see this arrived just like my other Easyplant in remarkable condition. I mean, look at this. This went from Homestead, Florida to the northwest corner of Alabama. And it looks great. It's even in position. And what I mean by that is this. Well, let me tell you what this is. If you don't know, get this out of the way. Give the plant some prime time here. What this is a Burle Marxii Calathea, otherwise known as a praying plant, and this particular one, the Fishbone Praying Plant, because of the fishbone pattern on the leaves. But how they get the praying plant name is you can see these leaves are standing up. When it gets dark, they're supposed to lay down. Lay down in the dark, and then in daylight, they come together kind of like hands praying. Therefore, the name. And this pot, I can't remember the color of this green. I'm going to put it, in, at least in person, it's a green color, kind of a mint look, and I think perfect for this plant. But I'm going to put on your screen the actual name of this color. because I just order by eyeballing it on their color chart, not by what it says the name is. Just like my other Easyplant, this one in the Easyplant self-watering pot. This is ceramic. It's a patented system. Wicks water up. You just have to fill this reservoir. And I keep saying my other plant. If you're new here, this is the first video that you're seeing from me, I'll put a link down in the description, maybe even on your screen, showing you my first Easyplant that I got a week ago today, and it was a money tree. I didn't make it through the next weekend before I ordered, or through that weekend before I ordered another one. I was so happy with my money tree. I say money plant, a money tree, and that is going good so far. Fingers crossed. I'm in a week and I haven't destroyed a plant. So I thought I would get another one. This one, I was thinking, they call this a windowsill plant. They say quite a few things on their site when it comes to this plant. It's called, of course, again, the Burle Marxii Calathea, also a prayer plant, also a fishbone plant. This is $49, and they say that these will come shipped, pot and all, between 8 and 12 inches tall. I actually do have a tape measure here, so let's measure this one and see what we have. And we have, if I get down level with it, about 10 inches to the highest leaf here. So about 8 inches there, or maybe that was 9 inches. Yeah, about 9 inches to this main body of leaves, and about 10 inches up to those, maybe just a hair higher. So yeah, that works exactly what they said, and this is supposed to grow, at least the plant. This wouldn't be counting the pot, I believe. This entire plant is capable of growing up 1.5 feet tall. Also in their notes, it says that it may bloom in the spring. Now, I like the way this looks as is. I don't know what the blooms look like on these. I've never even seen the plant. I don't know anything about plants other than I have unalived many of them in my life, and Easyplant is my chance to have plants that are gonna make it. They call this a windowsill plant. And again, this pot a little larger than I think will fit on my windowsill. But I was happy. I was wondering how this one was going to arrive. Now, I do understand these can be a little finicky, the Calatheas. I've seen a lot of people that won't even use them, and look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It arrived like this. This was 5 days in a box, and it arrives looking like this. How about that? Now, I do note one leaf. You see that little tear right there? I don't know how well you can see it, but there's a little tear right there. So that leaf will be going, and I see this one is a little curled. Let's see if there's anything on any of these others. No, they look good. Go ahead and give a 360 here. Look at that dirt. The way they come with their special blend of dirt. Is that one dry? No, that one feels good. So we'll see. This starting out pretty good. Pretty good. These supposedly like a lot of humidity, so that gets me to the point of where I was going to put this. I bought this initially, a companion for Mow the Money Tree. It was going to sit right beside Mow the Money Tree. My thinking was, have the taller plant and then a smaller plant beside it, and then I could put even a smaller one, maybe a cactus or something that's flat beside that. But then I started reading that this really likes humidity. So I'm thinking right by my sink might be a good place. We'll see. I'll show you now. Let me go into the kitchen and I'll show you the area that I'm working with, and let's see what you think and what I think now that I have it, because you never know the size of the pot. It'd be so perfect if it was a little smaller and I could put it on my windowsill. But yeah, I'm happy that it arrived here. It hasn't drank in at least 5 days. Let me look down in here and see. Didn't have dirt all over this like I did on my money tree. But, and I'll get a little bit of that dirt out there. See if I can sneak a peek down in here. This should be bone dry. Let's see if I can light this up. Yes, and you can actually see that's the wick. That's the wick that feeds this plant. So bone dry, just like it should be. And look at her. So gorgeous. A very, very nice little plant. And I don't even know if it's a she or a he. But I do know it's going to need water, but first it's going to need a place to live. So let's go find where I think I'm going to put this. I have a couple of options. Oh, one last thing. Let's look inside here. 3 steps for an Easyplant. Really simple. Fill the water reservoir, check it once a month. I noticed some of their plants say every 2 months, but most are once a month, and then only refill when it's empty and the soil is dry. I'll have a meter on the way. That's supposed to tell me that. A pro tip, check the soil, yeah. But here's my thing, that's what I want to know. Placing the plant. It says direct, that shows at least direct sunlight, and then it shows by a window but not direct sunlight, and to not put it just under room lighting or kind of off away from a window. There's information about the Calathea Marxii, and then you can scan. I really like this. You can scan. They give you a very good in-depth way to care for plants. There's something about Easyplant, but I have in my kitchen a big window. Now it is an east-facing window. So let's go there now and see if this is going to qualify. Here is what I'm dealing with. This is my kitchen sink, my kitchen window. I just made a video where I cleaned this window using my Kirby vacuum cleaner that is right in front of me, ready to trip me up here on the floor. But I'm thinking, because this is an east-facing window, and it shows that it says in the instructions, at least online, it likes indirect bright light. But then it showed it in direct light, so kind of a little confused there. But I'm thinking either right here, I could move my Vitamix over to there and put it right there, because you can see the sun. I mean, this is, what time is it? Yeah, it's 2:11 p.m. and that's facing east, so the sun rises right there and comes up, but you can see how much light I have in right here. Goes to about here. So maybe even there, but I don't know. That's kind of a little dark in that one corner. Right here on this Vitamix, that's pretty bright. Pretty good bright bit of sunlight. Of course, that would be perfect. But I think that pot's too big. 5-inch pot. I'll try it. I'll try it there, but the humidity from the sink. You see what I'm thinking? Oh, by the way, I found out on a porcelain sink, don't use those scrubber wipes. They doled it out right there. I did that earlier today. Not happy. Well, let's talk about right here. This is a potential spot, but you can see it's already kind of a little dark here, which is weird to me because the sun is kind of behind me over my right shoulder. So I don't know why that's like that, but this is so bright. I know why. That's a big tree, and that's a lot of shade. And that's going to be a shadow. And yes, I know. I have that little outlet there. There's a reason that covers off. I had a multi-outlet on it that quit working, and I can't find my receptacle plate cover. So I'm going to have to go buy another one. I don't know. So what do you think? First, regardless of which side I go with here, it's going to need water. I've already pulled the cover off here. Remember this Easyplant, their patented watering pot. It's so beautiful, their pots. And they have 3 designs, I think, kind of a rounder one and a cylindrical. I really like all of them. I hope to have all of them. Now, I used on Mow the Money Tree, I used Evian on Mow the Money Tree, but I've been watching videos about Calatheas, and apparently they like distilled water or rainwater. They don't like sink water. I wouldn't do that to them. But I'm thinking, I do have Fiji water, and this is artesian water. And as far as I understand it, artesian water is rainwater that is collected in wells. So let's try this. Start filling you up here. And then we'll see. Hopefully I don't overrun this one. I know the last one on Mow the Money Tree, it shot up right at the very end. So I'm going to go a little slower here. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Right up to the top. And hopefully some of that will absorb down so I can put this back in. Yeah, looks like this is going to be perfect. Wipe that little bit of dirt out. And here's my Easyplant. And I call this a stopper or a cover plate or what? Oh, look at it. Now that the clouds have moved, you can see there's a little bit of sun. So if I move this back, yeah, that's a little light. I'm going to move that. That way I don't have to move my Vitamix because that is convenient. Or alternate choice, look at this. It actually goes there. Right in the windowsill. I'll need to put a cork coaster under that. But you know, that might work. Now it does get a little bit of direct sunlight there in the mornings for, I don't know, maybe an hour. So I'm going to look back at those instructions. I might actually contact them and ask them if direct light is okay for an hour. So until then, I'm going to put it here. And I think with the light coming in like that, that is diffused because it's coming over, kind of over the top of the house and just lighting in from being bright outside. But this side of the kitchen just stays kind of brighter than my other side. Now, over here, that's a whole other thing. See that cord? It's all jumbled up. That's a long cord for that you-know-what device. And I had it tucked kind of behind everything over here on the left side. So it being over to the right side, I don't know about that. Technically, the Vitamix could go over here, and I could put the plant here. I'm going to watch it and see where the sun is the brightest, the longest. And we'll see. I mean, worst case, I could put a little light hanging down over there on the left. Or if it is okay in the morning, I can put it there in the middle, which I do think is the overall best. You know, that kind of takes away from it, doesn't it? Yeah, I think it looks better without the cup behind it. I really like this. A beautiful, good second plant. I'm sure there will be a third. I plan on planting up my house. I like the idea of it. And it looks good. Plus, it's kind of fun knowing that I can hopefully make these live now. Okay, I don't know where I'm cutting this in at, but this is going to be the home. I contacted Easyplant, and they said that it was okay directly in the sill on an east-facing window, even with the morning sun coming in, that this would adapt for that short bit. And it's brighter in person than it looks like it is here on camera. But I like this a lot better, and that allows me to keep that over there and to put that cup back in that corner, because it's not going to look so bad now or so misbalanced. Yeah, it doesn't look misbalanced, so I actually have one there in that corner too. There you go, another successful Easyplant. Thanks for watching, and be sure to submit your suggestions for the name. Now, I'm not done just yet. I'm leaning towards Carl. If you are into history enough, you'll know why, but I forgot this. I didn't show this stand. Easyplant branded, plant's best friend, handcrafted wood, amber style, bamboo, 5.7 inch. I'm not going to put it on this plant because I have it now on the windowsill. I was going to put it there potentially because it would raise it higher. I think I'm going to hold on to this. If you want a picture of what they look like, I'll paste one in here. That's it on a plant, but not my plant because it's right here. So yeah, I have a spare stand, and I'm glad because I regretted not ordering one for Mo, but I think where he's at, I don't even need it now. So I have a spare stand. These are very nice. I like the packaging. Look at that. Very good job, Easyplant, even on the stands, especially with the plants though. Now we're done. Have a great day.